Hello, welcome to a new unboxing and quick analysis about a new FPV racer, a do-it-yourself. This is a DYX X160, which is nothing else than a 160 millimeters quadcopter and small FPV racer, as you can see on the box. So it's a pretty compact, and as you can see, I already installed, and please check my other video about how to install, for example, a PPM receiver and some first FPV flight. But here is the quadcopter. So originally it comes with this antenna, which writing to be both 2.4 GHz and 5.8 GHz antenna. In fact, it's not a cloverleaf antenna, it's more two type of small two half plane antenna. And this one broke after a flight, so I installed a real cloverleaf antenna. The type of connector is RPCMA, if I'm not wrong. So here is the quadcopter. So everything is compact. It means that each arms come with its own NC AAC built on it, and motors directly soldered on the extremity of each arm. The motors are some DYX, of course. They are 1104 type and then announced to be 4000 kV. So the AC have the own DYX firmware, but you can see on this front part you have 4 small pads there. I guess you will be able to flash maybe a firmware on it. Okay, so to be more precise, on the upper part of the arms you can find 2 soldering jobs. One is for the signal, probably coming from the flying controlling board, and the one is the ground. On the other side, I will take this face, you will be able to find the plus here, the plus and the negative, coming directly from the LiPo voltage. So on the upper part you will be able to find also on the camera module, which come with these caps. It's an excellent 600 TBL. I really like it. The lens mount is M12, but the light sensitivity is pretty good, and the wide field of view is very good, not so large. You have 2 editions with 160 and then 120. Okay, so what I regret is the positioning of the camera. It's directly on the front, so it means that if you have a frontal shock, you will break instantaneously your FPV camera. So I think they should maybe protect it much better, in better way at least. On the rear part you will find the video pad here, so the plus 5 volts, the ground, and the audio and the video. This camera is also recording the sound. That's pretty good. Here the basic direct voltage, plus 5 volt here pads if you need, for example, to plug something else, a mini USB or something like this. At the back, on the rear part of the upper plate, you will find the micro dip switch for the video transmitter. So the first 3 switch are associated with the frequency channel, while the 2 other for the frequency band. Actually, I'm set to the Buscan band and the E4 frequency. Okay, I can measure the thickness of these arms. Well, they are announced to be 2 millimeters. Okay, they are 2 millimeters, and in carbon, each plate's upper or lower are in 125 millimeters. Okay, so it's not so important, but out of the box it's pretty light. You will see on the different weight I will give in my Acer Group's review. So the bottom part, everything is extrude, some M2 format, M2, M3, M2 format. So this model don't come with any receiver, so I install D4R2 from PSky directly thanks to the provided cable. I use the so-called channel 6 to plug directly on my CPPM output of my D4R2 and install the diversity antenna thanks to these zip ties. You have a lot of free room if you want to install, but what I regret also in this quadcopter, they install a huge, compared to the size of the quadcopter, a huge XT60 connector. I will prefer more XT30 type, which is smaller. So, well, the smallest 3S LiPo I found in the market is sold actually by Obiking. It's a 20G, I can show you. It's a Turnigy Nanotech 850, announced to have a discharge rate of 45 up to 80 C, so it's pretty good. Well, with this LiPo, the quadcopter is still a little bit heavy in my point of view. And so it means that you don't feel that it's a very extremely punchy quadcopter as you can expect from a brushless motors. So maybe the motors, this type of battery is a little bit too important. So it's more or less related to the choice of connector. So you can see that this quadcopter is almost reaching 185 grams, so maybe because it can be more because I didn't. So more than 202 grams with everything. So a little bit heavy in my point of view. If some 500 milliamps per hour LiPo in 3S could exist, it would be maybe a better choice for this model. The props are some basic DYX 3020 types. Okay, they are nice, efficient, more or less durable. You have some free 4 spare props associated in the box. That's a good point. Wow, so now I will say about more the flying characteristics. First of all, the fragility of the FPV camera is questionable, because if you have a front-on shot you can break it, and also you can really easily during a lateral shock break at least some solder job here or some CMS compound there very easily. So the motor are not so well protected. It means that to be honest, the durability of this quadcopter is just a question of time. After a moderate to a hard crash, that's pretty annoying. So it means that if you have to change arms, you will have to remove these 2X screw and to desolder these 1, 2, and 3, 4 solder point to access and to remove them completely. Another point, you have a flying contouring board there. It's an A32 based, so Clean Flight is already installed. That's pretty good, and everything is working out of the box. Please check my videos about how to install the correct driver. So the STM32 the version 1.41. But I found versus after few flights you have this kind of right drift effect. It means that versus time now my quadcopter is drifting to the right. I don't know why. I try to tune everything, but it's not working well. So maybe a problem with the DSC, the firmware DSC, or the synchronization with motor. I don't know precisely what you have. And what are the points? I forgot to mention. Sometimes you can feel that the arms are trembling. You have some big wobbles. So you have also a problem probably with the default PIDs. You have to be maybe tuned a little bit better if you want to enjoy more your quadcopter. But anyway, I like the FPV part. One is smooth and you have very smooth flight. Okay, it's not a big neighborhood quadcopter. It's not so big faster racer, but the rate is great. That's good. And really, you deserve to leave a maximum 800 milliamps per hour LiPo, in my opinion. Okay, so please check my orders video associated with, and I will try to add more video versus time. But my main concern is about the durability of the AC and the FPV parts. Maybe we have to mod some things, okay, but the question of this right drifting is also an open question. I try to contact my DYX contact if they can solve or propose a solution. Not all models suffer from this one, but 3 or 4 owners already announced to suffer of this right drifting effect. Okay, if you like this video, please submit. If you like my channel in general, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.